What's up, what it do, cyber world? It is your girl, the one and only, Ash Brown, and this is Ash Brown Uncensored. On this particular program, I talk a little bit about everything. It may be pop culture related, but it's probably Ash Brown related, so you gotta stay tuned to see what I'm gonna talk about. OMG. Okay, so I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm just gonna be up front and just put it out there. I have been categorically obsessed with Lily Allen's West End Girl. You don't know what I'm talking about? I don't know where Rocky been sleeping up under. I really don't know. I really, truly, I don't know. This masterpiece, because that's what it is. It's a complete masterpiece, is absolutely outstanding. I would say single-handedly, this is probably her best body of work ever. Because it's so relatable, it's so raw, it's just, wow. The wow factor is there. I mean, wow. And then to cover it with autofiction, chef's kiss, okay? Chef's kiss. Lily has done it, y'all. For all the girlies out there that have ever been in tumultuous relationships, present company included, multiple tumultuous relationships, just toxic situationships. This is our album. This is our album. And she covers herself in the autofiction. And I love it. I've never even heard that term before. I had to look it up and see, what is autofiction? Well, autofiction is where you merge some real life facts with some fiction. And you merge the two worlds together. So that way, her ex-husband, or soon-to-be ex-husband, I don't think the divorce is even final yet. You know, he can't come after her and say, oh, defamation, rah, defamation. Because it's autofiction. And I love that for her. So I'm not going to do a full explanation of the album here on this particular episode because it clearly needs its own hour because we have to go through every single thing. This record gave me Jagged Little Pill on steroids. If you know, you know. All of my 90s kids, if you know, you know. All right, I'm just going to say that. So it's dimed as the divorce album, the breakup record, and all this stuff. But it's 14 tracks that masterfully walk you through the breakdown of their marriage. And, you take things at face value for what it is. The first track, West End Girl, she talks about how, she left over the pond and she moved to New York to be with him. And he essentially pressured her into getting this house that she wasn't really sold on. She wasn't too sure about it, but he kind of pushed her into it. And in that first instance, I felt that. I understood that because I've had that happen before. I've had partners that have pushed me into decision making for things that I didn't really want to do. And it ended up not being to my benefit. So I get it. Totally understand. Lily Allen, I've been a fan since Smile. I think that was the first song of hers that I recall that I was just this girl is spunky. She's got some fire to her and she's putting guys on blast. She's been doing this her whole career. So why wouldn't this be so far-fetched? And David Harbour, you savage you. Why marry this girl if you want to be out there in the streets? I never understand that. Why you want to just take this girl off the market just to treat her like a common citizen. Yeah, this is a record you cannot listen with your children. No, there's going to be too many questions. Trust and believe there's going to be too many questions. And so when I do my review of the album, we're going all the way through it. You hear me? We're going all the way through it. And it gets gritty. It gets grimy. She is putting it all out there. And people are like, well, you know, oh, I hear she wasn't an angel. She wasn't this. She wasn't that. Which one of us, how many of us are angels? How many of us have done everything to the T perfectly? Yeah, that's what I thought. None of us are angels. None of us have done the right thing always. But you learn and you keep going. And I just felt this entire record, just the deception, the narcissism, the lies, the cheating, the sex toys, his apartment that, oh my gosh. There's a track. It's called Blank Palace. Fill in the blank as you will. Fill in the blank as you must. And it goes into how she thought that this was, you know, she thought it was his dojo, but it was actually where he participated in very adult activities with women. She goes as far as to out one of his mistresses. Just one. And she doesn't really out her. She said that she actually merged multiple women into one, but she gave her a name. She gave her a name, and the name is Madeline. And she has this this moment. Yeah, she has like this whole Shirley Brown moment. Y'all remember Shirley Brown singing "Woman to Woman"? She has that. That's what Madeline is. That's what, Madeline. Yeah, no, that's not how the song goes either. But she has this Shirley Brown moment where she's talking to the other woman, and this dialogue is, like I said, it's hilarious, it's relatable, and I am here for it. Lily Allen better get her a Grammy for this. You hear me? Y'all better stop playing with this girl. She's not to be fumbled. She is not to be trifled with. No. And I am so glad that she did this. For every girl who's ever been done dirty and you were left with the remnants of your feelings, with the shame, with the embarrassment, with the nothing. You were left with nothing, essentially. This is your record. Mark my words. This is your record. So I am going to do a full haul on it. But I need it to be thorough. I want it to be fully. And I'm going to tell y'all, I am not a big music fan of today. Today's music, to me, is trash. I prefer older music now. You know, what's considered quote-unquote old school. I consider that now. During my work day, I'm playing 70s, 80s stuff, yo. So this is the first time in a very long time I am excited about a record. And every single track serves its purpose. OMG. So I will let you guys know when I drop. I don't know. I may do a live. And people have been asking me to get back to doing lives, and I'm like, I don't do live. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know what the weeks will bring, but I'm excited. You should be excited. I hope that you had a great weekend, and I hope that you have a purposeful, a powerful, and a peaceful week ahead. And even if you can't have the best week, don't go mess with somebody else's week up. All right? Do like Tabitha Brown. And I'll holler at y'all later. Deuces.